Wow, it really has been a while, hasn't it? I am really sorry, guys. Personal life got in the way. College is getting really crazy now that I finished my junior year, and next semester is going to be the start of my senior year. And then I was in New Zealand for 3 weeks, and I had to recover from New Zealand because apparently, if you are on a flying tin can with like 1,000 other people for 14 hours, you're bound to catch something, and I caught something, and I had to get over that before I could record a video because I hate the way I sound already, and the way I sound when I'm sick is even worse. Luckily, this is pretty good timing because Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is coming out. I am unashamedly looking forward to that. I know I shouldn't be, I should be smarter than that, I shouldn't fall for this kind of crap, but you know what? Dinosaurs are really cool. So I'm looking forward to seeing that in the next. It's coming out this weekend, isn't it? So to celebrate that, I am going to talk about my favorite of the Megamorphs, the Time of the Dinosaurs. This it has an inside cover. Not sure why, because this I don't know. I don't think Jake even has a cheetah morph, and it's not used in this book, but it has an inside cover. This is one of those books that I still vividly remember from my childhood because I read it so many times, and this book contains so many things. It contains time travel, dinosaurs, ancient aliens. Start from the beginning. Marco hears about a nuclear sub that is trapped, and they're trying to get the people out. And he realizes, oh, we have sea animal more, so we could actually help. So he tells Jake, and everybody ends up helping. But then the nuclear sub explodes and sends them back in time because potatoes. And they end up 65 million years ago during the last days of the dinosaurs. So that means we get to see T-Rex and Triceratops and Spinosaurus and...
Deinonychus.
Is that how you pronounce that? I never really learned how to pronounce that. I just read it and was like, yep, that's a word. So as a kid in like third grade, fourth grade, who was obsessed with dinosaurs, this book really kind of spoke to me. It's about them surviving in this hostile world where humans were never meant to live, where everything is bigger and scarier and out to kill you. Rachel and Tobias really get the short end of the stick because they're swallowed by a giant sea monster. Tobias has a broken wing that for some reason does not heal through demorphing and remorphing. I am not sure why, because it goes against the logic of the series in general, and that's the only problem I have with this book is that it doesn't bother to explain its own logic, and is lampshaded by the character saying, oh, I don't know why this is LOL. But just because you lampshade something doesn't mean that it's less annoying when you do it, especially repeatedly. Which is the only major problem I have with this book. Otherwise, it's really neat to see the Animorphs in this new setting. So the survival story part of this book is probably my favorite because Cassie really gets to show what she's best at. She adapts quickly to any situation. She quickly gets over her squeamishness about dead animals. The T-Rex finds them and starts chasing them early on in the book, and somehow Axe manages to kill it while it's distracted. So there's this dead T-Rex, which they use to make shoes and stuff, and also as a source of food. Cassie is the one to suggest that, and the one to, or like, become the leader. And it really shows a new side to her, because usually she's kind of squeamish about this, but she's kind of like, well, this is not our world. We need to do the best we can to survive in it so we can find a way back to our world. And she just adapts her mindset very quickly, which leads Axe to be very impressed and to say, if he needs a situation that requires quick adaptability, bring a human, which reminds me of those humans are weird Tumblr posts, and I'm like, yeah, Animorphs did that first. Animorphs was humans are weird before humans are weird was a thing. and maybe it was the inspiration for the whole humans are weird trend. But on the other hand, Cassie's quick adaptability, she's really able to get into the mindset of animals and empathize with them. And I think that's why she tends to lose control of morphs more often, especially in this book, when she morphs a T-Rex later on, and she completely loses it and kills a Triceratops and is racked with guilt, even though she was a predator killing prey, which is what they do. But she's still a human, and she feels a responsibility to be human and not to give in to, like, the ruthlessness of nature because she thinks that because humans had the ability to be above that, that we should be above that. I don't agree with her on this one. I think even though humans are so intelligent, we are not above nature. But I can understand why she is so guilty because she has such high empathy. Because I also have high empathy, and that's why I don't hunt. And I'm cutting so much of this out. Okay, I just cut out a whole bunch of rambling, but the point is I can really understand where Cassie's coming from because I have high empathy too, so even though I don't agree with her final conclusion, I understand why she would feel so guilty about killing an animal because that's why I don't hunt, even though so many people in my family do hunt. So then we move on to the two aliens that we meet, the Nesk and the Mercora. The Mercora are peaceful crab-like creatures with like a billion eyes and two hands and lopsided legs, and I don't even want to try to draw that. They are very peaceful. They actually introduced broccoli to Earth. Their thing is just force fields, and they just want to live peacefully and plant broccoli. But the Nesk appear, and they wipe out civilizations and copy their technology, and they want the Mercora's force field technology. The Nesk are also fire ants, billions and billions of fire ants that can form groups that are shaped like the things that they conquer. There's a standoff between the two because the Mercora have such powerful force field technology that they can defend themselves, and the Nesk has such powerful offensive technology that the Mercora can't get near them. The Animorphs end up caught in the crossfire of this battle, and they realize that the Nesk have powerful weapons that can produce an explosion big enough to bring them back home. So they intercept the Mercora and they steal a nuke, and it's a really cool fight scene. It's dinosaurs attacking an alien base. It's just so fun. And then they get back with the nuke, and then they learn that the Nesk got scared by this attack. They left the planet, but they're going to destroy the planet so that nobody else can have it. So they divert this comet that's been in the sky for a while. They divert this comet so that it will hit the planet and wipe out the Mercora. I think Tobias and Axe realize this first, but the Animorphs slowly realize this is what killed the dinosaurs.
We can start and finish wars. We're what killed the dinosaurs. We're the asteroid that's overdue. The dinosaurs choked on the dust. They died because God said they must. The new world needed room for me and you.
This is the comet that killed the dinosaurs and allowed humans to evolve. Because they learned firsthand that humans would never be able to survive in a world with dinosaurs. So in order for humanity to evolve, this comet has to hit and it has to wipe out this entire civilization and send the Earth into a mass extinction. So they have this nuke that could prevent this, but they have to disable it. So they disable it secretly, and then they give it to the Mercora, and the Mercora use it thinking that it's actually going to work, and they find out that's a dud, but they find out too late. And basically the Animorphs are what killed the dinosaurs. Then they get back home, but they have to carry the weight of having to destroy this entire civilization so they can be where they are now. I think this is one of my favorite books because of the whole survival aspect of learning to live in a world where humans were never meant to live and defying the odds to actually get home, and also the conflict between the Nesk and the Mercora and extreme offense versus extreme defense, like how those two cultures are different. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite Animorphs books. I was really looking forward to making this vlog, and I'm glad I got to talk about this book. See you guys in the next vlog, and I'll try to make up for lost time.